Video Files for Shark Conspiracies. My name is Kevin Harris, and this is my YouTube channel. Shark Conspiracies is a new video series based on an audio podcast I produced about 7 or 8 years ago. To best summarize the subject matter of the audio podcast I did, I'll repeat the lines I opened each audio podcast with back in the day. I'm going to use my trusty script for this. My memory isn't that good. Shark Conspiracies is a monthly podcast radio show devoted to disseminating the truth behind shark attacks and encounters with people, and is devoid of any need to withhold facts or details like so many outside interests do. While I remain passionate about the conservation of sharks in their natural habitat, I am also passionate about the truthful reporting and exposing those who would soften the truth or hide it altogether. Now, here I am at Hollywood Beach, Oxnard, California, where every summer, particularly in late July and early August, great white sharks, mostly juveniles, show up in pretty large numbers, mostly looking for fish, but also in recent years, I have absolute solid video and photographs to prove that they've also been taking bites at and killing marine mammals, seals, sea lions, and dolphins. And throughout the course of this video series, I'll be showing you some of that evidence. To put it mildly, this is a sharky place. And now that you have a general idea of what Shark Conspiracies was and will be about, let me also briefly introduce myself. I am a former reporter, editor, and journalist, and previous president of Cal State Northridge's Society of Professional Journalists. I am currently a columnist with Citizens Journal newspaper in Ventura, California, and a videographer, and I live with my 2 children in Southern California. And yes, I'm also a longtime ocean kayaker for over 20 years now. But as you heard from the podcast intro, Shark Conspiracies is not about me or even about the beautiful Southern California shoreline as seen from a kayak. If you'll give me a chance and watch a few episodes of my videos with an open mind, I promise I'll pull back the curtain of lies and expose the truths that will make everything you've been told about sharks and their relationships with humans seem as ludicrous and fictional as they truly are. And it won't always be pretty. It might not always be what you want to hear. But from my mouth to your ears, it will always be the truth. In the episodes that follow, I will explain why uncovering shark conspiracies is so important, how it can save lives, and I'll show you the many ways shark conspiracies are being actively conducted, who the guilty parties are, and why they might be doing what they're doing. So get ready to travel through the theater of the absurd. That is the path that has been laid out for you by the shark experts, the media, the environmentalists, and the tourism interests. The ones who tell you with a straight face that there were just 3 fatal shark attacks on humans worldwide in 2014. They'll tell you that just before they'll tell you to compare that figure to the following figure: that falling coconuts kill 150 people per year. But if the falling coconuts figure is factually and blatantly false, which it is essentially a rumor started in 1984 based on a medical report from Papua New Guinea, where several people were injured by falling coconuts that year, with 2 fatalities. And someone guessed that there must then be about 150 such deaths worldwide, not factoring in that most places in the world don't have coconut trees like they do in Papua New Guinea. Oh, and that figure also includes people who died by falling out of coconut trees while climbing them. Thought you'd like to know that. So, like I was saying, if that figure is blatantly false, then the statistic about shark attack fatalities is an insulting joke, and quite literally beyond belief. But it's not just that we're being lied to. It's not just that the shark attack figures they feed us are insulting. The thing is, the deliberate misinformation given to the public is dangerous, and it's directly responsible for countless deaths. Swimmers, surfers, divers, and others enter the water with a false sense of security, believing that either there are no sharks in the water based on what they've been told, or that if there are sharks, the sharks are perfectly harmless and have no interest in humans or attacking or biting them. The simplest, most direct way I can put it is this: people are deliberately put in harm's way for the sake of tourism or to protect the reputation of sharks. And that is beyond reprehensible, and I'm going to expose it. So tune in next month for the next episode of Shark Conspiracies, where I will dive right into the nitty-gritty of it all. I'm your host, Kevin Harris. Thank you so much for watching. And I think the tide's coming up.